Oh, g'day guys, welcome back to Southern Wandering. My name's Louis and today I'm in the Yorke Peninsula. So today I've got a few things in mind. To start off with, we're going to go to Edithburgh Jetty. Now, it's apparently one of the best places for snorkeling in the whole of South Australia, so I guess we're going to have to see how that turns out. Then I'm heading down to where I am right now, which is Wattle Beach, and she is bloody beautiful. Now, I've got some cooking in mind, I've got some tipsy bartender stuff in mind, so you guys are just going to have to sit back and relax, so I'll see you guys in the water. Alright, here we are guys, Edithburgh Jetty. You can see over there. Not much else to say, I'm going to get my kit on, I'm going to see you guys in the water. Welcome to camp, guys. Now, I hate to start off a video on a negative thing, but I just pulled these out of the bush right next to my little setup, and I don't drink Carlton mids. They taste like dog shit, but if you're the bloke that came to this beautiful place and left your rubbish in a bush, mate, you're an absolute fuck knuckle. Now, I'm gonna take these back, free 20 cents for me. I'm gonna have another look around, see if I see any more, but pick up your bloody rubbish, folks. It's not that hard. As you saw, I did that while snorkeling. It's just, we've got to clean up Australia. I know four-wheel drive 24/7 are doing it, everyone else is doing it, so we should too. Now, all that done, here's my campsite. Literally, just pulled up from the beach. I'm in all the seaweed. I've got my little swag set up there. I'm watching the sun go down, and in the morning, I should be able to see the sun come up over there too, so I get sunset and sunrise in this campsite. The water is crystal clear. I've been snorkeling there for about just 20 minutes, just going back and forth, playing with crabs and shit like that. And it's bloody it's warm too, but yeah. So I'm now gonna get set up for dinner, and then I'll see you guys as I start cooking. So I found an advantage to this campsite. There's blue swimmer crabs everywhere now. Luckily for this little lady, I don't like the taste of blue swimmers, so I might catch a few, but I'm not gonna eat any. And just to prove it to all of you that this little girl does in fact go back out into the water. Ready? Except she's, go on. She'll go back in eventually, hopefully. Welcome to my kitchen. Now tonight, I'm making the easiest carbonara you've ever seen, and hopefully this one won't piss off the Italians. So with any good pasta, you want to start with boiling water. So fill up your pot. It's about 2/3 of the way full, and then get that just boiling away while I explain the rest of it to you. There you go. If you want to check out how I made that table, link in the description. Now, the reason this dish is so easy, is because it's got fuck all ingredients. It's got obviously the water, the pasta, and you've got Parmesan cheese, 1 egg, bit of bacon, garlic, and then ideally you'd have salt, pepper, and parsley. But me being the bright spark I am, I forgot all that. So I'll just tell you guys when to add seasoning. Now, put that on there. I've only got one burner, so not much really else I can do to wait for the water to boil. But we'll show you a cool trick I found. So what you're gonna need is a full beer. So as you can see, this one's pretty empty, so goes down smoothly. Now, always drink responsibly. I'm in a safe environment and I'm totally responsible for my own injuries. So get yourself a beer with a cap on it, and then come round here. Any car with a barn door, or most cars in general, will have one of these, and then there you go. Now, don't tell your parents I taught you that, because I'll get a bit in trouble. There we go. Put your back, start another beer. Now, once I finish this beer, I'm going to show you guys how to make a cocktail out in the middle of nowhere. So now all we really have to do is wait for that to cook. Now I should be proactive and start chopping up some of me stuff. So I'll get back to you guys when I figured out where I put all that stuff. Now, by chopping up your stuff, I literally mean grabbing your bacon, always Australian, you got to support them when you can. Put it on your chopping board, and then just dice this up into small pieces. Now, you've seen someone dice before, so I'm just going to skip to one that's already diced. And there we have it, diced bacon. Now, what we need to do now is wait for the pasta to boil. So I reckon that's going to be another 5-10 minutes. So hopefully the sun won't go down before I can finish making this. But if it does and you can't really see what I'm doing, all I'm doing is putting this in a pan with a bit of garlic. Now, fry those off, and the fat is actually the most important part of this, because this will act like the oil that will cook this, and then in turn also help us cook the pasta even more. So I'll get back to you guys once the pasta's boiled and cooked. Since my pasta's still not boiled and I'm about to lose sunlight, I'm going to show you how to make the simplest daiquiri. Now, ideally it's light rum, but I don't have light rum, so I have this, just broke something, I have this non-branded rum. It's a dark spiced rum. If you want it to be your rum, if you want it to be your rum, sponsor me, please. Please. All you need is the rum, some simple syrup, which is a simple ratio of 1 litre of water to 1 litre of sugar. One, whatever it is, you know what I mean. And a lemon. Now, first things first, get your cocktail shaker. Now, I'm just using ice from the Esky. Ow. Fuck, someone biting my leg. Ice from an Esky, which is from the servo, which is not the best ice, but chuck it in. They always say to start with the cheapest ingredients first. That way, when you fuck it up, you can tip out the cheap stuff. So, I'm not doing it that way. Actually, I might. So, it's ice, 1 1/3 simple syrup. So that's, this jig is a bit off, but yeah. 1 1/3 simple syrup. There's fucking March flies. I didn't expect that. Anyway, and then 2 3/3 dark rum. Well, light rum, but I've got dark. Fuck. Yep, that's right. I'm sorry, I'm having to rush this because there are things biting my legs that bloody hurt. Bastards. And then squeeze in your lemon. So it's 2/3 of lemon. So I just go about half a lemon does it for me. Or close enough to, because I'm getting eaten alive and it really bloody hurts. This is biodegradable, so it goes into the bushes. Get rid of your seeds. Nifty trick I learnt is use the top of the shaker that has the little, I don't know what it's called, sieve, to squeeze out your lemon so you don't get any seeds in there. Now, top on. Use slow shakes first to get it to create the seal with the ice, and then just shake the living hell out of this. There you go. A simple daiquiri. Put too much rum in there. Get yourself a very fancy glass. Strain out the ice. Or keep the ice in. I don't care. Do care about things biting my legs. And there you go. That's a daiquiri. Usually it's served with a like a garnish, like a bit of lemon peel or orange peel, but I don't have none of that. I'll get back to you when dinner's ready. Okay, so once your pasta is boiled, since I've only got one cooker, guess what else I fucking forgot? Oven mitts and tongs. So take your knife and use it to grab the top of the pot, bring that off the boil, leave it there to sit. Now, people always ask, can you tell when pasta is cooked? So it's not one of those bullshit things where you throw it against a wall and if it sticks, it's cooked. You just taste the bloody thing. If it tastes like pasta, then it's cooked. Now, you fuckers, I'm still being bitten. Grab your pan, non-stick or stick, doesn't matter. Avoid the March flies biting your legs. Chuck in your diced bacon and 1 crushed garlic. Now, those are going to start frying off, and you can, yeah, fucking killed one. Those are going to start frying off. Hold on. Ah! Got a shell in my undies. I don't know why, but that was in my underwear. Those are going to start frying off. While they do, I'm going to grab a mixing bowl, or in my case, a cup, and then I'm going to crack in 1 egg, yolk and white, all of it. Again, organic material can just go straight off into the bushes. That was very near my tent, so hopefully there's no foxes around here. And then your Parmesan cheese. I have absolutely no measurement for this, as I'm getting bitten and I can't open the bag. There we go. I just say about that much. Chuck that in, and then start whisking it. Whisk it together until the egg's fully combined with the cheese. You should get in a nice way, it looks like yellow vomit. In the nicest way possible. So, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it will look something like that. It's very stringy because the cheese is combined. And then put that to the side. And then, while you're waiting for that to start, just start cleaning away everything. And that's pretty much it for the ingredient part. all I've got to do now is wait for that to start cooking. Ideally, I would salt and pepper that and then put my parsley in, diced of course, but I forgot all that. So once my pot cools down, I'll show you the next step. While I'm waiting for my bacon to fry and singing along to imaginary music, I'm going to talk about today. So today I was down in Edithburgh Jetty, which is basically 10 minutes north from where I am. I'm at the bottom, well, so like that's the foot of Yorke Peninsula. I'm about there. You've got Salton Point, probably 50 k's up that way. I couldn't get onto the beach there, so I'm down here. Anyway, Edithburgh Jetty. When I googled best places to snorkel in South Australia, that's what came up, and undoubtedly the best place I've ever snorkeled in my life. And I've been snorkeling all around here, just never there. I've done the Eyre Peninsula and then the Eye Peninsula. Nothing compares. These corals were probably as colourful as what you'd see in the Great Barrier Reef, and I saw quite a lot of wildlife, and that was that. And then I don't know how much of this footage was usable, but I quickly went off and swam around the cliff edges that went all around Edinburgh. No, it's not Edinburgh, it's Edithburgh. And then that's where the filming gets a bit shitty, because I started going through these little tunnels underwater, and on quite a few of those the GoPro got knocked, so you probably can't see much. And then on my last one I actually got stuck in one of the tunnels, which is easily the most frightening thing I've done recently, being stuck underwater, not being able to move. I got stuck at my hips were too big, so I've got big hips, and my snorkel had also gotten caught. And I'm going to try and see if the footage is usable, but I'm betting it's not, because on the way in the GoPro basically completely came off. And I don't know how long I was stuck underwater, but it realistically probably wasn't long, like 10 seconds. But keeping in mind, I am trash at snorkeling, so my breath holding time, like longest I can hold my breath, is at most 30 seconds. And this just, it's frightening to think back on, but at the time I was completely calm. I went through, I'll probably show you this clip now of me just crawling through the hole. And then yeah, I got stuck and I ended up clawing everywhere trying to pull myself out. Obviously I got out because I'm alive, but that is the type of scenario in which people get stuck and people die. So not everything I do on this channel will be safe. A lot of things I will be doing, in fact, are probably not safe, especially since I'm doing them alone, because the chances are most of my trip's going to be alone. I might be getting a cat, which I will train to be an adventure cat, so I can take that on me, but I can't get a dog because I'm a full-time uni student and I'm a casual worker, so I'm not going to be at home for that. My mates are in the same boat as me, they work a lot of the time, so they're not going to be able to do much. Don't have a girlfriend, I'm looking, and my family is not at all into outdoors like me, which is not ideal, especially since that leaves me alone in the middle of pretty much nowhere. What I'm sad about as well is I recently went on a week-long road trip. I went all the way up to Coward Springs and then all the way back down, which is about a 12-hour direct drive, but that took me a week to get up there, then came back down. And I've taken some Snapchat videos and stuff like that, and it's bloody brilliant. It's a very photogenic place. I really wish I'd thought about making this channel earlier, but what stuff like that. And that was my first trip I'd ever done alone. And strictly speaking, this is my second trip I've ever done alone, realistically. So it's kind of a new thing for me to explain, and what I found on my road trip was talking to the camera was probably the best thing I could have done. I ended up making I made a video journal every night of what my experiences were, and I would probably have a really shitty day, and then as soon as I made that video entry, I felt better. So I was like, stuff it, I'm going to do this every trip I go on. So I, one, have a chance to relive my moments when I'm 50 years old, and two, so you guys can come along with me and see easily the best parts of South Australia, which right now, the sun is completely gone. There's a little bit of light, so probably in the next 10 minutes, there's going to be nothing. Also, if you're wondering why I'm looking there, That's because I got my phone up with me in the frame. And my bacon's just started spinning, which means it's ready. Okay, my phone's there. It's got my GoPro connected so I can see what's happening. If you keep wondering why I'm looking off to the side. Now, you probably can't see it. I won't be able to show it to you, but my bacon is nicely cooked. It's just starting to char, which is where I want. And there's a nice lot of fat. So, what you're gonna do now is grab your pot that's still very hot to touch. Grab a towel, in my case, lift up your pot and drain out probably 90% of the water. You want that 10% because that will help you make your sauce. There we go. I'm covered in boiling water right now, but it's fine. Because you know what I also forgot? I forgot my utensils. So, I have one fork, which is somewhere. I can't find my fork. Where's my fork? Crap. Pockets, no. I can't do this without a fork. So I've taken my bacon off while I'm trying to find my fork. This is bad. Very bad. Not there. It's still my light. How do I lose a fork? It's up there? No. Alright, I will cut back to you guys once I've found my fork. So, future Louis, edit all this out. What the fuck? Oh. Right there. Found my fork. Okay, so, as that is there, sorry, you guys can't say that. As the pan is there, it's still on the heat, actually. Turn the heat off. Disconnect the gas bottle. So now the pan will hold its own heat for probably 5-10 minutes. Using your tongs, or a fork in my case, transfer the pasta, spaghetti, into the pan. You should be able to get most of it. And then, you want to listen. So, once this pan stops sizzling, that's when you know it's ready to put the cup in. If you put the cup in before, and by cup I mean your egg and cheese mixture, if you put that in before it stops sizzling, you're going to make omelets with bacon. And a little bit of, sorry, not omelets with bacon, omelets with pasta, which nobody wants. So I still have probably 2 cups of pasta water here, just in case I need it to thin out my sauce. So that stopped sizzling, which means it's ready for this. Now, this is the bit where you're going to have to work pretty quickly. So pour it in. I can tell just by looking at it, but I'm going to need quite a bit of pasta water. Pour in some pasta water too, and then just mix that stuff in. While I'm doing this, I'm going to quickly preference, I am no chef. So this aspect does have a raw egg in it. So if you're doing this at home, there is a very slim chance that you could get salmonella if not done properly. So I've still got quite a bit of heat in this pan. If I was to touch it, I'll burn myself, which will hopefully kill out any salmonella that sits within this mixture. Now, I myself have put too much pasta water in, so it's a bit too liquidy. But I would have added that slowly, except for the fact that I am running out of light. So, I've kind of had to rush this, but that is pretty much it. I'm going to see if I can drain out some of the liquid away from where I'm sleeping. There we go. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm not a chef, also not a bartender, so that cocktail probably won't be exact and probably will piss off some of you, but that's how I've been doing it since as long as I could drink. That's my favorite cocktail. In fact, I'm still going on it right now. But yeah, this is just how I do things. So that is pretty much your easy carbonara. Ideally, there'd be salt, pepper, and parsley in that, and that's it. Anyone that says you need cream or mushrooms in your carbonara, go away. You don't belong on this channel. No mushrooms, no cream goes in this carbonara. And anyone also that breaks their pasta in half to make it cook faster, no, just stop. Put in your pasta whole, alright? That's it. I'm gonna eat this carbonara. I'm gonna set up my bed. There is something squeaking behind me. I think it's a, yep. Oh, it's a little, oh shit. I've realized I might be in a nesting ground for a bird that I probably shouldn't be in. Oh no. No, I'm good. It's just a hooded plover, I think. I'll put up the proper bird and what it is later. Don't forget to take out the garlic cube, the garlic chunk. So, there's a chunk of garlic. Some people like to eat it, some people don't. I don't, personally. So, just chuck that away. Drain out all the excess because you've made your pasta too watery. And yeah, that's it guys. Very easy carbonara. It tastes bloody delicious with salt, pepper and parsley. This is probably going to taste extremely average. So that's it for me tonight guys. Yeah, I'm going to eat this. I'm going to watch the rest of the light disappear. Finish my cocktail and then I'm going to go to bed. And pack up. Shit, I've got to pack up everything. This is why you need two people. One person cooks, one person packs up. I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. I've watched the sunrise, about to finish packing up, and then I'm going to go for another quick swim. Quick tip, don't sleep on the seaweed. I did that last night and it killed my back, so I ended up moving out onto the sand. Other than that, let me know down in the comments if you liked this video. Even if you didn't like the video, I'm always down to hear your guys' feedback. And let me know what you think of this new video style. Other than that guys, cheers.